of yesterday's Florida school shooting and an interesting experience here that we had in our hometown, I wanted to share some thoughts with you. Obviously, we had the school shooting in Florida, which was horrific and tragic, of course. We also had last night somebody decided to take down the American flag at our high school and instead raise the ISIS flag and then spray paint on the wall, "ISIS is coming." And I'm not by any means comparing the two. They're completely different. But there's a lot of speculation. A lot of speculation here, a lot of speculation with the Florida shootings about what the actual problem is. And you'll hear people, they'll talk about guns being the problem and terrorism being the problem and mental illness being the problem and America being the problem and Trump being the problem and all of these things that we like to speculate on as to why we're experiencing this, probably more so than we ever have. And I think we've got it backwards. I think we've got it wrong. See, what we're experiencing is simply the manifestation of the root of the problem. It's not the problem itself, it's the root of the problem. And I believe the root of the problem is that we as men are not stepping up the way that we need to step up. We're not stepping up within the walls of our home, within the walls of our businesses, within our communities. You look around and more families are being raised without fathers, without that noble male presence in their life. And these kids that walk around and do violence and aggression and horrible things to other individuals, other human beings, is simply the result of them not getting the example that they need in their life. And because they're not experiencing an example and they're not being shown how to deal with their baggage and the things that are shitty that inevitably come up, they get that influence from somewhere else. And that someone else or that somewhere else is usually not a healthy outlet. It's not something that is going to serve them or anybody else well. And until we learn how to step up as men, be the protectors, like I said, the providers and presiders in our families, our businesses, our communities, we will continue to see the problem. Regardless of how much legislation on firearms, regardless of the attack or war, if you will, on terrorism, regardless of the laws that we make or the walls that we try to build, we're going to continue to see the problem. Guys, we have to step up. If you're going to bring kids into this world, then you damn well be a better father than what I see out there now. If you're going to step up inside of a business and grow a business and start a business, then you better understand that those people that are your employees and your clients are under your watchful care. If you're a man, you better step up into your community and stop being quiet when you see things going wrong or you see other people doing things they shouldn't. We have an obligation to those people in our neighborhoods. We have an obligation to our children. We have an obligation to the children within our neighborhoods. And again, until we start fixing ourselves and start leading by example and stepping up in our own lives and stepping up in the lives of these youth, we will again continue to see these problems.